Hi, and welcome to Gadget News and Review. We are home to some of the coolest gadgets, and the best consumer reviews online, buyer's guides and features. If you like our review, please subscribe for more upcoming reviews videos. Lenovo Yoga Book Review. An even more innovative, yet still limited 2-in-1 laptop. The Lenovo Yoga Book C930 is the follow-up to the original Lenovo Yoga Book, which remains one of our favorite 2-in-1 laptop-tablet hybrids. While we loved a lot of things about the original, what really excites us about the Lenovo Yoga Book C930 is that it promises to address the issues we had with its predecessor. Unlike some hardware sequels, which end up playing it safe with only a few iterative updates to their hardware, the Lenovo Yoga Book C930 takes some big risks with a radically different design, which includes an innovative, second e-ink display that doubles as a keyboard, a pad for making notes and drawing and a traditional e-ink reader for viewing documents. So, with improved hardware, the original Yoga Book suffered from underpowered components and a potentially revolutionary design. Could Lenovo have a real hit with the Yoga Book C930? Let's find out. The original Yoga Book was designed by Lenovo to be an affordable 2-in-1 device that was accessible to a wide range of people thanks to its low price. The Lenovo Yoga Book C930, on the other hand, has different aspirations, with Lenovo seemingly aiming for a more premium product. That innovative second screen also comes at a price, so the Lenovo Yoga Book C930 has ended up being a more expensive product than its predecessor. The Lenovo Yoga Book C930 costs $929.99, £1,299.99, $1,999 Australian, which is a lot more expensive than the base model for the original Yoga Book, which cost $549.99, about £450, 720 Australian dollars, for the Windows 10 version. The almost doubling of the price means the Lenovo Yoga Book C930 is pitched at an almost entirely new market. While it's a brave move to make such a radically different device compared to the original model, people who bought the Yoga Book and were hoping to upgrade to the latest version may feel slightly abandoned by Lenovo's chasing of the high-end market. In the US and Australia, there is only one model currently available, and it comes with a 7th generation Intel Core i5-7Y54 processor, Windows 10 Home, a 10-inch 2560 by 1600 IPS screen, 4GB of LPDDR3 memory and 256GB SSD. Graphics are handled by the integrated Intel HD Graphics 615 GPU. In the UK, there is a base model for £1,099 that comes with a weaker Intel Core M37Y30 processor and 128GB SSD, though the rest of the specs are the same. To get the model with the same Intel Core i5-7Y54 processor and SSD size as the US and Australia, the price increases to £1,299.99. Those specs are nothing remarkable, which means the bulk of the cost of the Lenovo Yoga Book C930 appears to come from the second screen. It's also worth noting that a battery-powered stylus is also included in the price, something the Lenovo Yoga Book C930's competitors, such as the Surface Pro 6 omit. Lenovo has produced some truly stunning laptops recently, especially in its Yoga range, and we're pleased to report that the Yoga Book C930 is no different. This is a small and svelte laptop with a gorgeous watchband link hinge, which was first introduced in the Yoga 3. The curved hinge, as well as the Lenovo logo that runs down the left-hand side of the lid when closed, shows how indebted the design of the Yoga Book C930 is to traditional books. When closed, it's a remarkably thin device at just 9.9mm thick, and weighs just 775 grams. The thinness of the Lenovo Yoga Book C930 is mainly due to the fact that it doesn't have a physical keyboard. As it's a yoga device, the hinge allows the Yoga Book C930 to be flexible, flipping the screen so it can be used in tent mode, for watching media on, or flipped completely back to be used as a tablet. It is in tablet mode where the thin design of the Yoga Book C930 really stands out, as it allows the device to be not that much thicker, or heavier, than a standard tablet. A power button and volume rocker on the device's right side are edged in chrome, and speakers sit behind dotted grills on either side of the keyboard. The speakers pump out suitable range and volume despite their size, thanks to Dolby Atmos technology inside. Above the e-ink display there's a fingerprint scanner for biometric login, and there are also two USB-C ports, one on each side, which can be used for charging. The Lenovo Yoga Book C930 also comes with a micro SD slot and SIM card tray for the LTE-enabled versions. This allows you to install a smartphone SIM card into the device to access 4G mobile internet. This is a more convenient and secure way of getting on the internet while you're out and about. While the thin design is admirable and impressive, it does mean there's no way to stow away the stylus, known as the precision pen, which is a shame, and it means you'll have to make sure you place it somewhere safe when it's not in use. The stylus does have magnets that allows it to attach to the Yoga Book C930's body, but we wouldn't trust it to hold on to the stylus while you carry it about. The main display has had a big update since the last version, and is now a 10.8-inch IPS panel with a QHD resolution of 2560 by 1600. That's slightly larger than the previous model's 10.1-inch screen size, and a sharper resolution. The original had a 1080p display. It's the high resolution that really makes the main display of the Lenovo Yoga Book C930 stand out, with the QHD resolution packed into 10.8 inches, providing remarkably sharp and clear image quality thanks to its 281 pixels per inch pixel density. With a brightness of 500 nits and an 85% color gamut, the screen of the Lenovo Yoga Book C930 really is beautiful to behold. Less impressive are the chunky bezels that surround the screen. We've been spoiled recently by laptops with thin bezels that reduce the overall size of the device while giving prominence to the display. With the Lenovo Yoga Book C930, these large bezels feel rather old-fashioned, and slimming them down could have made the device even smaller. Perhaps the biggest selling point of the Lenovo Yoga Book C930 is the second screen that not only doubles as a keyboard, but also as a drawing pad and ebook reader as well. We've seen dual-screen devices before, but with the Lenovo Yoga Book C930 it seems like a natural fit. It helps that the Lenovo Yoga Book C930 uses e-ink display technology for the screen, which is found on most ebook readers, rather than Lenovo's own proprietary Create Pad with capacitive touch and EMR pen technology. This gives the second screen a lot more power and flexibility, so more apps can be displayed on it, and it can be used to read documents. The screen is larger, with a virtual touchpad that expands when tapped, then shrinks when not in use. In practice, it works well. While typing on a screen will never feel as responsive or tactile as using a physical keyboard, Lenovo has included some clever tricks in the screen to make it feel more comfortable to write on. So, there's an improved haptic feedback which lightly vibrates the screen when you push a key, along with subtle animations that make it appear like the keys are moving when pressed. It helps make typing on the Lenovo Yoga Book C930 feel more natural to type on, though it doesn't quite match typing on a physical keyboard. For fast typers, like we are, you may experience a slight lag to both the button press animations and the letters appearing in your document as you type, which can be a bit disconcerting. Still, we are pleasantly surprised by how nice it feels to type on the screen. By tapping on the icons in the top right corner of second display, you can switch between modes. The Drawing Note mode allows you to draw or write on a blank page using the new stylus, which is based on active electrostatic (AES) technology that utilizes a conductive pen tip to cause reactions in the e-ink display's digitizer. The end result is a far quicker drawing response, with the digital cursor following your pen nearly one-to-one. There's also a reading mode which allows you to view compatible files, such as PDFs and ebooks, and read them on the e-ink display. It works well, and means if you're thinking of buying a new laptop and a new ebook reader, then the Lenovo Yoga Book C930 could be the device for you, and save you some money as well. Reading documents is so much more comfortable on the e-ink display, which has a low light matte effect that makes it feel similar to reading text on paper. It's a shame that you can't edit or write notes on the documents in this mode, but it's a nice additional feature that's a welcome addition to the Lenovo Yoga Book C930. With a 7th generation Intel Core i5-7Y54 CPU, which is a dual-core mobile Kaby Lake processor that was released back in 2016, and just 4 GB of RAM, anyone expecting the Lenovo Yoga Book C930 to feature cutting-edge and powerful components will be disappointed. As far as laptops go, 4GB of RAM doesn't really cut it anymore, and we like to see 8GB at least in a laptop at this price range. The low specs are necessary to keep the machine so thin and light, but it does mean that if you want a laptop with enough power to handle tasks like photo and video editing, then this is not the laptop for you. So, once again we're left with a laptop where we have to caution potential buyers into lowering their expectations. If you want a laptop-tablet hybrid uniquely capable of writing documents, browsing the internet and reading ebooks, then arguably there's no better laptop on the market. However, if you're after a more future-proof laptop that can handle intensive tasks, then you're going to be disappointed by the performance of the Lenovo Yoga Book C930. The problem is that, at this price point, you shouldn't feel like you're making compromises or having to lower your expectations. There's a lot of powerful, capable laptops out there at this price range, such as the Dell XPS 13 and the even cheaper Huawei MateBook 13, which both sit at the top of our best laptops guide. They offer much more up-to-date components and better performance, while in the XPS 13's case offering a thin and light laptop that's comparable to the Yoga Book C930's svelte design. What those devices don't offer is LTE mobile data or the dual-screen design of the Yoga Book C930. So, when considering Lenovo's latest offering, you're faced with a stark decision: is the e-ink second display worth the expense? If you can live without it, then your money is better off spent on a more capable laptop. However, despite its low specs, the Yoga Book C930 performs well for day-to-day tasks, and Windows 10 works well on it on the whole. We've witnessed a few times when things slow to a crawl as it loads up apps, or tries to juggle a number of tasks at once. Again, the secondary screen works very well as a keyboard and touchpad, even supporting multi-touch gestures. However, if you're going to be typing on this device for long periods of time, then you'll probably want to plug in an external keyboard, but for firing off quick emails and taking notes, it does the job well. The phrase "does the job well" can be applied to the overall performance of the Lenovo Yoga Book C930, as you can see from our benchmark results, which sadly is damning with faint praise considering the price of the laptop. The only area that the Yoga Book C930 comes close to impressing when it comes to performance is in battery life, with the laptop racking up a decent 7 hours and 58 minutes in our battery test, where we run a loop 1080p video with the screen at 50% brightness. This will see you through long flights or journeys while watching a movie, and with the fantastic screen quality of the Yoga Book C930, that's something you'll likely want to use this device for. E-ink displays are also famous for not being too battery hungry, so the addition of a second screen doesn't appear to impact the Yoga Book C930's battery life in any major way. In the more intensive PCMark 8 home battery life test, which emulates tasks such as word processing, web browsing and video calling, the battery lasted a less impressive 4 hours and 5 minutes. In our day-to-day use, we found the Yoga Book C930 will last a full work day, as long as you're careful, but not much longer. The Yoga Book C930 comes tantalizingly close to being a great laptop, but sadly it falls short. There's a whole lot to love about the device, from its thin and light design, gorgeous main screen and innovative e-ink secondary screen. That second screen in particular is impressive, and does an impressive job at acting like a standard keyboard, while also allowing you to jot down notes and read ebooks. The e-ink display offers features and a level of versatility that the Yoga Book C930's competitors simply don't have. However, it's not a perfect device, and some of its shortcomings lead to genuine frustration. We'd have loved for Lenovo to pack more powerful components into the Yoga Book C930. For the price Lenovo is asking for the Yoga Book C930 in 2019, an almost 3-year-old, dual-core CPU and 4GB of RAM just isn't going to cut it. With those specs, you may find your expensive new Yoga Book C930 could start to feel pretty old in only a few years. When you're spending this kind of money, you want to know your laptop will last you for a long while. Meanwhile, fans of the original Yoga Book will probably like the sound of the upgrades, but be totally put off by the massive leap in price. So, where does that leave the Yoga Book C930? Lenovo does so many things right here, but its underpowered components and high price mean we can't heartily recommend it. It does at least give us hope for the next generation of Yoga Book, for Lenovo is so very close to acing this.